Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. I'm joined now by John Reske and Chef Nick Johnson from the Robinia Courtyard family of restaurants. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing well.
Fantastic.
Thanks for having us.
Good to have you on the Restaurant Show. We've been seeing a lot of you on Wisconsin Family lately, and it's good to see this change of scenery here. So you guys are going to be making something that is unique to the Black Locust Cafe, which is part of the family of restaurants. So, Chef, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be making
What we're
today?
going to be making is, it's called a jambing.
Okay.
It's kind of like a street-inspired crepe sandwich from China.
Okay.
And it consists of a crepe, and then you put like some eggs, some chilies, some black bean paste, scallions, and cilantro, and then the real interesting part is that it's fried wontons in the middle of it. So
okay, well let's get started with that. And this is what is this made out of? What is this material made out of here?
I would say it's probably cast iron. I'm not.
Well,
positive.
no, this part.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. The crepe. So it's eggs, milk, flour.
Okay.
But traditionally in China they use a mung bean flour, which helps bind it better.
Okay.
We just have their standard, regular AP flour, because we use these also for other sweet and savory crepes at the restaurant.
All right.
All right. So the first step is when you have your crepe on, is you just put. This is just regular eggs mixed up, no milk.
All right.
And you let this cook on top of the crepe.
Oh.
And so when they do it in China in the street,
Out in the streets, yeah.
they do the crepe and then just crack an egg on top of it and then spread it around.
Oh wow. Okay. They literally just do that. Okay. And what is that supposed to do? The cooking of the egg on top.
It actually just you get more of it.
Okay.
And so it's an even layer.
Okay.
Okay. So and as this egg cooks, we have some sliced scallions.
All right. Oh, we're talking.
And then some cilantro.
Okay. And you can put that on there before the egg is fully cooked then, yes?
Yep.
It looks like, okay.
But the egg does help bind it when you roll it. And this is like a black bean sauce.
Oh, all right.
You can buy this and find this in a regular grocery store. If you can't find the black bean, you can obviously get hoisin sauce.
Okay, hoisin
Okay.
works then.
This is just like a chili sauce.
Okay.
Okay. And so when it's to this point, you have to see how it's getting crispy there.
Sure.
All right. You fold it over
Okay.
the quarter of the way. And then these are just fried wontons.
Oh, all right.
And that adds like an extra texture.
Sure. Very good, very good. Well, while you're finishing that up there, Chef, I want to talk to my friend John here a little bit and tell us a little bit about, for those of us who have not seen Wisconsin Family yet, you guys on Wisconsin Family, talk to us a little bit about the Robinia Courtyard family of restaurants.
All right, I will. So Black Locust Cafe actually emerged mid-September after a little bit of a renaming event there that lasted a little bit too long, about 6 weeks.
Okay.
But AOK had left, and we had a space to fill up front.
Sure.
And we were trying to come up with a concept that was a little bit more night-loving, a little bit less of a just coffee shop only. And right or wrong, that's kind of how the front space was viewed as by the public for the first year.
Okay.
And so after we opened up, while we were opening up, we were trying to figure out exactly what we wanted on the new menu. We had some home runs from the old menu that we were going to preserve. And I said, we should have crepes on there. You know, there's not enough places that do crepes in town right now. And then Chef said, well, why don't we do, because he's always looking for kind of that next wave, right? And that's what most good chefs are trying to figure out is trying to beat the market, right? And obviously, you know, be creative at the same time. So we had this Jianbing, which is, you know, just starting to hit the coast right now, east and west coast. And we thought we'd try to incorporate it. It's obviously, you know, it's kind of an inexpensive street food in China, and so why can't we make it an inexpensive offering at the cafe as well to accompany what's already going on in the back. So we've got a nice, vibrant, you know, lower price point space up front, while Barolo and Julep, our sister restaurants, are having a good time in back. So
okay, that's cool. So sounds like the Black Locust Cafe is sort of the younger brother of the two.
we prefer younger sister.
Younger
actually.
sister.
Yeah,
Okay.
not to
There
get
we
too
go.
binomial here, but we and Barolo obviously is probably one of the best wine bars in town right now, is with their offerings. Nearly 100 bottles of wine to choose from, always over 10 glasses of wine to choose from, and we've got some really nice priced offerings there. And then Julep's obviously one of, if not the best, southern restaurant in town right now. Everybody's just clamoring for it, so it's
Southern
pretty
food.
exciting. Yeah.
You can't not like Southern
Right.
food. So
That's true.
there's a real. First of all, I want to make sure that people know that Chef Nick Johnson is the chef for all 3 of these restaurants. So you
Correct.
all work out of one kitchen, right?
Yes.
One kitchen and then one courtyard as well when it's a little bit warmer, obviously.
Right.
So talk to us, John, a little bit about you've talked to us about this on Wisconsin Family, but talk to us a little bit about your vision, like what kind of spurred you to do this, to start this company, and what you see happening in the future.
Well, again, it was all about, it's about making a play. It's about creating an opportunity for people from different walks of life, different price points, different, again, demographics, where they might not normally interact with each other. Again, a public park is the best example, but how do you create an opportunity to do that, but in the private sector, right? So we created a courtyard. We've got 3 different offerings there. Somebody might go to Julep for a nice southern sit-down meal, and somebody else might be just grabbing a glass of wine, and they might bump into each other.
Yeah.
In the courtyard, right? Or even in the hallways in between.
Right.
And then again, we've got the entrepreneurial hub going up right next door too, and so that if you can think about that massive exchange of ideas going on next door, and that it's all going to be swirling around and hopefully happening in the courtyard as well. So we're very excited to just play that small, tiny role in the development of the Cap East District, and again, all of this.
A lot of good things happening in that Cap East district over on the east side of Madison. So I'm wondering, while we still have just a few seconds left, how do I eat this? Can we plate this up real quick?
Yep. So as we make them in the restaurant, we just serve them very.
Oh, wow. Okay, you just cut them like that.
Just cut them in half, and then you can either put them together like that.
Nice.
And you can on the go.
Okay.
And I'll cut one right here for you.
Right. Yeah, I'll definitely take one of those. Well, I want to thank you both for coming on the show today and showing us your Jean Bing. This is so cool. If you want to try something that's different and new and pretty well affordable, head on down to the Black Locust Cafe over on East Washington Avenue. John Reske and Chef Nick Johnson, thank you so much for joining us. Don't go away. There's more Restaurant Show coming up after the break.
Thanks.